Hi everyone, welcome back. In today's tutorial, I'll show you step by step how to draft this beautiful princess dart top pattern. Let's get started.
The first thing you're going to do is to mark your starting line, which will also serve as your shoulder point. Okay? The next thing for you to do is to place your tape rule on that line, go down and mark your bust point, under bust, and your half length. Then extend the line to get a straight line. This is the bust point, under bust, and the waistline. Place your tape rule on your half length and come down by any measurement of your choice. You can do 7 to 9 inches. It depends on how long you want your blouse to be. Then connect to get a straight line. So this is the blouse length. Let me just measure this for you guys to see. Place your tape rule. You can see what I have here. So the length of my blouse is 24 inches. So this is the half length, the under bust, and the bust point. Okay. The next measurement you're going to take is your bust span measurement, which is also the nipple to nipple measurement. If you don't have to take this measurement, place your tape rule from one nipple to the other nipple. Whatever measurement you have there, divide it by 2 and place it down, just like I have here. Then connect it to get a straight line. After getting that, we'll move over to the shoulder. So here, place half of your shoulder measurement. That's your shoulder divided by 2. Whatever it gives you, place it down, just like I did here. Then at that point, come down by 1 inch. Then for the neckline, decide how you want your neckline to be. Here, I'm using 3 inches by 3 inches. So 3 inches for the neck width and 3 inches for the neck depth. And connect. After that, connect your shoulder slope back to the neck width this way. The next measurement you're going to take is your chest line measurement. So place your tape rule this way, go down and mark your chest measurements, your chest line measurements. If you don't know how to get this measurement, divide your bust measurements by 6. Whatever it gives you, add 1.5 to that. Then connect it to get the straight line. To get the straight line, mark your shoulder measurement, half of your shoulder measurement to get this line. Okay? Then I'll connect this. The next thing to do now is to get the midpoint of this straight line. So go ahead and place your tape rule, fold it into 2 and get the midpoint. So at that midpoint, go in by ½ inch. On the chest line, mark quarter of your bust measurement. After that, go ahead and connect the points together. The next thing now is to mark your dart. So place your tape rule this way, go out here by 1.5 and out here by ½ inch. After that, we're going to curve this to this point and also this to this point. The next thing you're going to do is to connect from the bust point to the midpoint. Remember, this is the midpoint of our armhole. So you're going to curve it from this bust point to the midpoint here. So watch how I connect and do so for your own. The next thing is for you to come down from that midpoint, come down by 1 inch, then curve it back to the bust point. So watch how I curve it. Okay, this is what we have there. The next thing you should do is to extend this line, this point, by 1 inch. The reason for this extension is so you don't have shortage of fabric when joining the side front back to the center front. So that is the reason we extend it by 1 inch. Then the next thing now is to replace that 1 inch on your chest line this way. Then connect this point back to this point. You see what we have there? So the next measurement you're going to take now is your horizontal measurement. So go ahead and divide your first measurement by 4. Here I have it at 9 inches. Move over to your half length, mark quarter of your waist measurement. Then replace your dart. Here I have 2 inches for the dart. So replace whatever dart you use for your own. So I'll replace that 2 inches. Then move over to the blouse length, mark quarter of your hip measurement. Then replace the dart you have. Go ahead and connect it to form your bodice. The next thing you're going to do now is to get your bust dart. This is gotten from the difference between your back half length and the front half length. Here we have the front half length as at 16 and the back half length is 14.5. So 16 minus 14.5, we have 1.5. So that is what we're going to use to create the bust dart here. So go ahead and measure your back half length, then minus it from your front half length, whatever you have, that is what you use to create your bust dart. So we'll be cutting this out as well as this part. On your end line, come up by 1.5. You can do 1 inch or 2 inches. It just depends on how curvy you want that part to be. So I'm making use of 1.5. Then go ahead and curve it this way. The next step now is to cut it out. So I'm going to open up the bust dart. Go ahead and close it up this way. I'm going to use my tape and close it up. Go ahead and blend this part so you don't have shortage of fabric at that point. You can see what I have there. Then I'm going to cut off this excess I have here. Can you see what it looks like? So by the time you join it, this is what you're going to have. You can see the reason we extended it by 1 inch is so we don't have shortage of fabric here. If we didn't extend it, by the time you join it, you find out that this will be shorter. It's going to be looking like this. So that extension helps it align. So you see what we have there. This is the center front, and this is the side front. Let's put this aside so we can grab the back pattern. Just like you did on the front pattern, mark your starting line, which is also your shoulder point. Place your tape roll just like you did on the front pattern. Go down, mark your bust point, your back half length. So go ahead and use your back half length on your back pattern. This is the bust point and the back half length. So just like you did on the front, come down on the half length by 8 inches. This will enable your front pattern and the back pattern to align. So one is not longer than one. You know, at the front we have a bust dart on the side, but on the back pattern there is no bust dart. So whatever measurements you measure at the front half length to get the length of your blouse, you use the same measurement at the back. So place your tape roll and mark that same measurement from your half length at the back to get the length of your blouse, so that the back pattern and the front will align. I hope you guys understand. Please, if you don't, rewind. Okay, this is the blouse length. You can use 1 to 2 inches for your zipper allowance. It just depends on what you want. So here I'm making use of 1.5. So I'll mark it all the way to the shoulder. So go ahead and do so for your own. Then after that, connect it to get a straight line. So here is the zipper allowance. The next measurement you're going to take is your shoulder measurement, just like you did on the front pattern. Come down at that point by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. Then you're going to maintain the neck width you use at the front. Remember, it's 3 inches. So you maintain the neck width of 3 inches, then come down by 1 or 1.5 for the neck depth at the back. And connect the shoulder slope back to the neck width this way. Take your chest line measurement, just like you did on the front pattern. Sorry, I'm going to adjust that. It's 7.5, not 7 inches. So I'll connect it back. Then extend it to get a straight line for our chest line. So here is our chest line. Then get the midpoint of the line. Then mark quarter of your bust measurement. All your measurement is going to start from the zipper allowance line, not outside of the line. So make sure your measurement is starting from this line. Then after that, go ahead and connect your armhole. You don't need to go out by half inch at the midpoint of your armhole because this is the back armhole. The next measurement now is to mark your bust line measurement, just like you did at the front. You can see all the measurement is starting from the zipper allowance line. So do so for your own. Go ahead and connect it to get a straight line. So the next thing for you to do is to get your dart. So on the waistline, which is your half length, mark half inch here and half inch here. On the end line, come up by 2 inches. Then go ahead and connect your dart legs to that point. So watch how I connect.
If you're using a normal dart for your back pattern, this is how to go about it. But for this particular pattern I'm drafting now, I'll be making use of Princess Dart back. So I'm marking the normal dart first so you guys can see how it's done. Then later I'll change it to a Princess Dart back.
Remember we went out by half inch on both sides. So you're going to do the same thing on the hem line. Do the same half inch on the blouse length, then connect it to make this. The next thing you're going to do is to come here on the midpoint of this line, go or place your tape this way, go up by 1 inch. So we're going to create the princess dart at the back pattern. So after getting that, place your cuff hook this way, then connect it this way. Go ahead and repeat your horizontal measurement. Make sure your measurement is starting on the zipper allowance line. So here I mark quarter of the waist measurement. Then I'll replace the dart I have here, which is 1 inch. Then on the end line, mark your hip measurement. Also replace the dart you have there. On the bust point, mark quarter of your bust measurement. We do not have much dart there, so we just go ahead and connect it.
So guys, here I use 8.5 for the hip measurement instead of 10 inches, which is the accurate hip measurement. I'm going to correct that when transferring to my main fabric. Make sure to measure your accurate hip measurement.
Come up on the end line by 1.5 or whatever measurement you choose to use. So then connect. The next thing you're going to do now is come to your half length, place your tape this way. You can see, place your tape on this zipper allowance, come out by 0.75. This is to eliminate the zipper bulge we have at the back, so that when you wear your blouse, your zip won't be bulging out. So this is all for this pattern. You can see how simple it is. So the next step now is to cut it out. You can see what the back pattern looks like. So this is the center back and this is the side back. I'm going to bring in the front pattern and you can see what they all look like. So we've come to the end of this tutorial. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. And if you have any question concerning this pattern or any other question you would like to ask, do have to drop it in the comment section. I'll see you guys in my next video.